Welcome you all on the behalf of Rahul Anand tutorial. So as you know that I am Rahul Anand and this is somewhat around my channel whose name is actually the Rahul Anand tutorial. So now I am going to deliver a very interesting topic regarding your Neet open the Aims open the All India Pre-Medical Examination. So let's talk about these in detail in the morphology of flowering plants. So in this lecture we will be studying about the stems. So what are actually the stems? So primarily let's understand about the morphology. So morphology is what? So it is a branch of science in which we actually study about the external features. Of course, then the flowering plant. So it will be bearing as well as coming under from what? So it will be coming under from the flora case. So it will be coming under from the flora case in the flowering plant as well as the plants which will be the flower. Literally means what? It means as the flowering plant. So morphology of flowering plants. Now, so let's talk about the stem in detail. So what are actually the stems? So when we are talking about the stem, the thing you have to remember that, so these are what? So these are the ascending portions which are present above the ground, which actually develop from what? Which actually develop from the plumuli. Then what? As well as which actually develop from the plumuli, then epicotyle of the embryo. So then epicotyle of the embryo. It will be coming from the stem case. So now when we are talking about the stem, we have to understand the certain features. So what are actually these? So we are having the aerial part. So it is often known as the aerial part of the earth axis or either here. Mean the aerial part in the growing plant. So it will be coming under from what? So the aerial part in the plant or either the growing in the plant. So it will be coming under from what? It will be coming under from the stem case. So we are often having the certain more features such as what? Such as these are called as the positively phototropic. So why is it so? This is due to because these are having the resemblance to perform the photosynthesis. So you know about the photosynthesis. It is the particular process in which the photon energy or rather the light energy is basically being transformed into the chemical energy. By the help of what? By the help of the mechanism of the photosynthesis. In which we are having the chlorophyllous pigment which are actually present here. So which are actually present on the green plants often in terms with some of the modified stems also. Now, so as well as these will be known as what? So these are often known as the negatively geotrophic. Why is so? This is because it is not in the earth axis or rather not present in the earth axis. Thus these are known as the negatively geotrophic. So you would often find here in the board. So negatively phototropic, geotrophic, then the positively geotrophic. So now we are often having the certain things in such as what? So the stem will be bearing what? So it will be bearing the flower, often the fruit, often the leaf, as well as what? As well as the bud, often the what? Often the nodes as well as the internodes. So what are actually the nodes as well as the internodes? So nodes. Let's talk about the nodes. So node will be what? So suppose that if it is our stem and here is the point from which actually our leaves resemble or rather originate. So these points from which actually the contact of the stem as well as with the origination of the leaf, it will be coming in from what? So it will be coming in from the node case. In the second we are having the internodes. So the internodes will be what? So it will be the actually gapping or rather the distance between the two nodes. Fine. So nodes as well as the internodes. Nodes as well as the internodes. So you could often find here on the board here. So the nodes as well as the internodes. Now, so let's talk about the function with reference to our stem. So what are actually the basic functions? So it will play an important role to conduct the minerals, often the nutrition, often what? Often the H2O molecules. Second role in terms of our stem will be what? So it will be playing an important role to provide the support as well as the protection. So support is a very common feature in terms of our stem. When we are talking about the protection, so how these mechanisms are basically being provided. So suppose that in terms of our cactus we are having the cuticle throne-like structure playing important role for what? Playing important role to accompany with the defense mechanism. So by these the hazardous or either the plant or either the animals could not eat those. Meanwhile, those bushes of the particularly plant body such as the cactus, etc. Often you could find in the feature plants. So the case is quite different. So there these are these play important role for what? So these play important role in order to track down with the different mechanisms to eat the actual prey in the feature flat. So the third rule in terms of our stem will be what? So it plays important role in order to give the nutrition, often conduct the minerals. Then the modified stem often playing important role for what? Often playing important role to transport actually the food particles rather the food material. So it plays important role to store the food material. So the modified stem. So you would often find here on the board. Now, so the another features with reference to our stem. So these are what? So these often favor the particular practice or rather the asexual mode of reproduction, which is actually the vegetative propagation. So what are actually the vegetative propagation? So suppose that if it is our stem, of course, let's assume. So if we cut these portions from here and these portions from here, likewise about 5 to 10 portions with reference from this living body, then what will happen? If it gives the favorable environmental condition, it will start to originate into the new individual body. So this is the quite case of the vegetative propagation. And it is belonging from what things? So it is belonging from the asexual mode of reproduction. So what is asexual reproduction? The mode of reproduction in which the single parent will be required in order for the production of the offspring. It will be coming under from the asexual reproduction. So vegetative propagation. Now, let's talk about the modification of the stem. So it will play important role in terms of what? In terms of the food storage, of course, in terms of providing the food storage, of course. Then what? Then the protection, then the support mechanism here. So the different food storage. Then often in terms to carry out the course of the photosynthesis. So you know what the photosynthesis? Transformation with reference to the photon energy into the chemical energy. Photosynthesis. Now, so let's talk about the different features in terms of these mean the stem. So what are actually the different parts in terms of our stem or rather the types of the stem. So what are actually the stems? So these are being further divided into two broad categories. So what are actually these? So these are the aerial stem, then what? Then the underground stem. So what are actually the aerial stem? Here. So aerial stem. So aerial stem is often being further divided into the two categories. So these are the strong stem as well as the weak stem. Here. So strong stem as well as the weak stem. Now, so when we are talking about the weak stem, it is again being further divided into the 3 or 4 broad categories. So what are actually these? So in these we will be having these mean the climbers, often the trailers, then the here creepers. So the trailers as well as the climbers as well as the clippers. So in the trailers you could popularly find that here the origination of the different branches of the stem will be taken from the same origination. So here you could find here in the diagram. So here is the trailer. Then in the climbers, you are very clear. The climbers means what? Having the climbing feature in terms to provide the support mechanism to the plant. So climbing plants will play important role to provide the supporting the plant in terms of the further development. So the climbing plants such as the tendrils or other these plants are having what features? So the development will be taking place from what position? In the direction where the photolytic photosynthesis mechanism will be present, or either from the direction when which the light originates, the growth will be occurring here. So you often know about the auxins. So auxins are what? These are the plant growth hormones, as well as we are having the different modes in it. Now, so the here I mean the weak stem. So these are belonging from the weak stem in the tendrils, the climbers, then the creepers, as well as these are belonging from what? So this will be belonging from the aerial stem. In the second, we are having the underground stem here. So underground stem. So underground stem role will be what? So it will play important role in order to provide the storage of the food. So storage of the food means what actually? It will be having the chaining function like condition. Why is so this is due to? Because the primary function of our stem is to what? Or either to do what? So it plays important role to provide the protection, often the support, often to carry out some specialized mechanism of the photosynthesis role. But when we are talking about these, the storage of the food, the case is quite a bit different. So this is quietly known as the changing function. The changing function. Now, in the second we are having the fleshy and the thick in terms of the underground stem. So underground stem are often being divided into two broad categories such as these. in the storage, in terms of the storage of the food, in terms for the fleshy as well as the thick and fleshy. So it will be coming under from what? It will be coming under from the change in position or either the shape and the size. So you could often understand that the thick and the fleshy roll. Such as in our fruit, we are often having certain parts, there is the epicotylate, the mesocotyledon, and the endocotyledon. It will be coming under from the case, literally. Means what? Thick and fleshy. Literally means what? In the changing posture or other changing size as well as changing shape. So this is somewhat how your stem literally works. So I thought we have got the concept related with these in what actually the stem, some modification of stem, what are the nodes, internodes, etc. So if you like the work with reference to the education, open the lecture as well as the video. So you could often subscribe, like as well as comment in the bottom. That's how you know that what concept actually you are hungry for or what haven't you understood or either got. So very thank you with reference to the Rahul Anand tutorial. So very thank you.